So yesterday, somebody asked me it was a little bit of a question and a little bit of a request. And it was that, it was, what do you think we need to do as Sierra Leoneans to really build and to get our people from the state and condition that they're currently in. And then after that, he said, Vicky, please don't give up on Sierra Leone. It's going to take a lot of us coming together and working together to basically improve our country. And I really laughed because um, I think even though he was saying it to me, also he was saying it to himself. Like it was almost rhetorical, like, please don't give up, but kind of telling himself. Um, my name is Vicky Rameau, and I am the founder of the Sierra Leone Diaspora Investment Conference, amongst many other things. So I really think that Sierra Leone needs good leaders. And for the longest time, I always thought that was something that was a political issue. Sierra Leone needs good leaders. If we get the right leader, then that's going to put us on the pathway to economic growth and development, et cetera, et cetera. And I still believe that, but I don't think that it's a question of political or national leadership alone. I think Sierra Leone needs good leaders everywhere, in schools. It needs leaders in our communities, needs civic leaders, media leaders. We need a new generation of citizens who have integrity, who are hardworking, and who are really committed to driving positive and progressive change in Sierra Leone. So lately, I've been spending a lot more time in the diaspora and in the DC metro area, or the DMV as we like to call it. And even in the DMV, in the diaspora, I find that there is an absence of civic leadership within the diaspora. So people are very active in their alumni association organizations, which is great because they're raising revenue to and resources to support their high schools back in Sierra Leone. People are very committed to their ethnic group association, so Full Progressive Union, Creole Descendants, Creole KDU, Creole Descendants Union. So you have people forming groups across many things. There's the APC North America, there's SLPP North America. But where I find that there's a vacuum is civic leadership in the Sierra Leone diaspora that is on a Sierra Leonean level, right? So Sierra Leonean leaders in the diaspora coming together to solve problems, collaborate, and think critically about where we are and what we need to do as leaders in the diaspora to drive change back home. Now, I know many of you who may be much older than me have been trying for a really long time. And you might say, Vicky, not supposed to say we not care or not. We don't try, we don't try. And so I want to say to you what this gentleman said to me last night, which is don't give up on Sierra Leone. Yesterday, a couple days ago, I was at Lumley Beach. And when I looked around the beach, um, I was almost, not quite, I was almost feeling bad. Almost. Because when I looked at the ocean, first of all, the water being not being let's say high tide, the water being high. And when I looked, I didn't see the clear blue waters and sandy beach that I'm accustomed to. What I saw was seaweed everywhere as far as you can see. And my heart was just like, and then I looked again and I was like, this is seasonal. It happens every rain season in Sierra Leone and in other places in the world. And I kept looking at these seaweed and I was like, okay, this might be ugly, but I am almost certain this is also a business opportunity. I am convinced. I don't know why I was convinced, but y'all, I was convinced. I was looking at the seaweed. I was like, I bet you if you Google somewhere, there is some entrepreneur business person somewhere else in the world that lives on in a coastal city that has the same issue with seaweed and that has been able to take this seaweed and turn it into like maybe manure or agricultural feed or fertilizer for farming. That's the idea that came to me because I'm like, this seaweed get some kind of nutrients way good for plants. I left it, went about my business. And then yesterday, when I was talking to this man that I met who also lives in the diaspora, he was saying that he was driving along the beach with some professors from Georgetown. And when they saw the seaweed, some white Americans, when they saw the seaweed, the woman who he was with, this professor, asked him to stop and got down. And she was very excited about the seaweed because she said, oh my God, this would be so great for farming. And so we talked about that and he was like, and so I shared what I had thought with him. And he said, no, that's exactly what the lady said. And it just confirmed what I had thought in the first place. And that led me to this thought. What if every time you're back home from the diaspora, or while you're in the diaspora, you hear something negative or you see something that's not the way you would wish it would be, and instead of lamenting how bad it is, think to yourself and ask, where is the business opportunity here? When you go to a hospital and the hospital is not all it can be, you ask yourself, where is the business opportunity in this poor service that I'm receiving? Or where's the business opportunity in this lack of water? Where's the business opportunity in the seaweed? We have to reframe the way we think of what is in Sierra Leone, what Sierra Leone is, and what Sierra Leoneans are going through right now. Absolutely, you cannot fix every problem with entrepreneurship. You cannot fix every problem with private sector development, but you can solve a lot of problems with social good projects that both solve a problem but also make you money. So, my invitation to Sierra Leoneans in the diaspora is to reframe the narrative that you have personally with Sierra Leone and to try to find different ways to think about our problems. What if every problem in Sierra Leone is an economic or business opportunity? So I want to ask you to join me and many other thinkers in the diaspora and from Sierra Leone who are going to be attending the 2024 Sierra Leone Diaspora Investment Conference, because ultimately the goal of the conference is to harness or collect or tap into the resources, skills, and of the diaspora, right? What can we do as people in the diaspora to come together, collaborate, learn, share ideas to impact Sierra Leone in a positive way? One thing I believe about entrepreneurs or people in business is they're good at solving problems. They're really good at solving problems. And if you bring a bunch of people together who are solving business problems every day in their own businesses, both in the diaspora and in Sierra Leone, and you pose them with questions around some of the challenges that Sierra Leone is going through right now, you're going to have a lot of great ideas. And if those great ideas can find fertile ground among other people who are equally thinking about solving big problems for Sierra Leone, we will create jobs, we will solve these problems, and we will be able to boost Sierra Leone's economy. Now, I've said it before, and I do like to say it because it's an important reminder. In the last 4 years, Sierra Leoneans in the diaspora sent home over $1 billion. That is more than we got from all of our donors combined in aid in the same 4-year period. And the money that's coming back as remittances is not is a very small percentage of the diaspora's earning power or the diaspora's spending power. So there's still a lot of untapped resources in the diaspora. And what we need to do, instead of leaning back from Sierra Leone, we need to keep leaning in. How can we come together in the diaspora to help ourselves and our country? Because, first of all, I'll tell you, playing preacher, my investment in Sierra Leone is not because I'm an NGO, me not so philanthropist. I do philanthropy, but my business is a business. I am in Sierra Leone doing business because I want to make profit. There's an opportunity there. And so while I travel and I live in different countries, what sustains me is my investment in Sierra Leone. Everything that I do comes from the business that I've built and grown in Sierra Leone. So I've done it, I've lived it. I know that it's possible. But I also believe that we need a lot more people coming back to Sierra Leone, investing in Sierra Leone, partnering with other Sierra Leoneans, and investing in smaller Sierra Leonean businesses. So join us on October 19th in the great state of Maryland, my home state, in Montgomery County specifically. Last year we were in PG County. This we're in Moco, at the DoubleTree by Hilton in Gaithersburg, Maryland. It's actually just down the street from where I live, so thank God I don't have to go too far. So that we can start talking about leveraging and harnessing the Sierra Leone diaspora for growth and progressive energy, progressive vibe, positivity, most importantly, to boost Sierra Leone's economy by creating jobs and by increasing diaspora investments into Sierra Leone. If you watch this video till the end and you agree that the diaspora can make a positive impact in Sierra Leone, head over to www.makesierraleonefamous.com to register for the 2024 Sierra Leone Diaspora Investment Conference, which is happening on October 19th in Maryland. You can register general admission or VIP. You can also register as a vendor or as a small business. Thank you and see you at the conference.